Would you like to rent a place in Australia? Well, it's definitely easier to do if you know some important words. In this video, I'm going to teach you some words and phrases to help you find different rent options. Keep watching until the end for a helpful tip on how to rent a place in Australia. Before we get started though, please make sure to hit that subscribe button for more great videos just like this one every single week. Renting a place in Australia. Alright guys, first most useful word when you want to rent a place is flat. A flat is another word for apartment or unit. It can have one or more bedrooms and is normally in a building together with other flats. Now, flat is UK English, while apartment is US English. But in Australia, you will hear people say both. A flat is a noun, as in, I would like to rent a flat near Central Station. Cool. Now, if a flat is a bit too big or too expensive for you, but you still want privacy, well, a good solution is a studio. A studio is a space that has everything in a single room. So in one room, there is a kitchen, bedroom, living room, and bathroom. A studio is much smaller than a flat, but it still allows you to have your own private space. It is in between a private room and a flat. Many students in Australia rent a studio for this reason. Next important word for us is shared room. A shared room is a room with two or more beds where different people sleep. Now, they may or may not know each other, so you could share this room with a friend or with somebody that you don't know. In this case, it's likely you are renting only a bed in that room. It is somehow similar to staying in a hostel, but the good thing is you will share the kitchen and bathroom with less people. So, speaking of bathroom again, if an ad says shared bathroom, it means the same as shared room, meaning that more people will be using it besides you. Shared means used by more people. Alright, until now we have seen different kinds of accommodation. Let's now look at some people's names that are important when renting a place. First one is tenant. A tenant is someone who rents a property. By property, we mean a place owned by somebody, which can be a house, an apartment, or even a room. So, if you are going to rent a place to stay, then you will be a tenant. Next important person when renting is landlord. A landlord is a person who owns a property and rents it out. So, if there is anything that needs to be fixed or changed in the apartment you are renting, you will need to contact the landlord. Landlord means property owner. Cool. Right, our next word is real estate agent. A real estate agent is a person in charge of renting out a specific room, apartment, or house. Many landlords prefer giving their property to a real estate agent to rent so that they can choose the best tenants and deal with any stress or problems related to their property. So in most cases, for any questions or problems that you have about the property you are renting, you will speak to a real estate agent, not your landlord directly. They will speak to the landlord and they will then get back to you. Now, before we look at the last two more challenging words to rent a place in Australia, let me tell you why you should study at English Unlimited. Come and study English in Australia at English Unlimited. We have English schools in the best cities in Australia and some of the best English teachers in the world. You'll have the best time and improve your English. Just click the link in the description below to find out more, and while you're down there, don't forget to click subscribe. Alright, now back to learning how to rent a place in English. The second last word we'll look at is bond. A bond or security deposit is some money that you give your landlord at the beginning of your stay and that you can get back when you move out if you have not damaged the property. Basically, it is money that the landlord can keep if you break something in the apartment and you don't fix it before you move out. A bond is normally 3 or sometimes 4 times your agreed rent. So for example, if your rent is $200 a week, your bond will normally be $600 or $800. Make sure the apartment is clean and tidy before moving out, otherwise they may keep some of that money. Now our last word is inspection. You will need this word when you have found a place you like online and you would like to see it in person. In this case, you will schedule an inspection with the landlord or the real estate agent. An inspection is a visit or a viewing of the place you are interested in. So, if you find a place you like, you can send a message saying, "Hello, I am interested in the apartment you have advertised. Can we schedule an inspection?" This way, you will arrange a date and time to see that apartment. Okay, so now it's time for that tip I told you about at the beginning of the video. I will show you a couple of popular websites that you can use to find a place to rent in Australia. Now, the most used are Flatmate and Domain. However, if you are just looking for a room, Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree can also work, but these are normally a bit more informal accommodations, which means that you may or may not have a proper contract. If you want to be sure you'll be looked after and that you will get your bond back, then renting with a real estate agent might be the best option for you. Great, well now you know all about renting a place in Australia. My name is Jake, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more great practical English videos, and I can't wait to see you again very soon. See ya!